Hi there and welcome to Apple World. Nicki Minaj has never been one to chomp her tongue. However, this opportunity she's coming for, in all honesty. Jay-Z, her new public tirade, has tossed fuel onto a previously consuming fire that has been gradually lighting in the background the center of this most recent show. The Super Bowl halftime show, as indicated by Minaj Lil Wayne, the undisputed Lord of New Orleans, was absolutely censured by Jay-Z when it came to the choice of the 2025 halftime show main event. Yet here's the kicker, it's not just about a missed chance for Wayne. Nicki's allegations run profound guarantees that Jay-Z's choice was driven by private quarrels that he's actually hanging on to repress hostilities. Yet the thing precisely is going on between these two hip jump monsters. How about we make a plunge? The discussion began extremely dreadful. It began exceptionally frightful. Very forceful. I was coming at her, and she was coming at me now that the news broke in September that Kendrick Lamar had been chosen to feature the Super Bowl Careless halftime show, which is set to occur in New Orleans in February 2025. On the surface, it appears to be a strong decision. Kendrick is one of the greatest names in hip bounce right now with Grammy wins, a peep shock, and armies of fans. However, Nicki Minaj wasn't having it, and she ensured the world realized Nike took to web-based entertainment in obvious sovereign style. Telling Jay-Z precisely the way that she felt, she blamed him for reprimanding Lil Wayne, who by the way had proactively communicated a want to feature the halftime show. Wayne had said he was prepared for the spotlight, particularly with the Super Bowl occurring in his old neighborhood of New Orleans. Currently, assuming you have significant familiarity with Birdman, you know whenever he puts home on his Gladys Gracious, he fully intends to take care of business, however, all things being equal. Jay-Z and his organization, Rock Country, who've been liable for creating the Super Bowl halftime shows beginning around 2020, picked Kendrick Lamar for Nicki. This wasn't a basic oversight or a choice in view of melodic taste. It was private also. She didn't keep down when it came to calling Jay-Z out, portraying him as malicious. What's more, inferring that his intentions were driven by self-image and a waiting quarrel with Lil Wayne Drake. And well, in one of her searing posts, she composed, denying a youthful individual of color what he legitimately put into this game just because your self-image and your contempt for Birdman Drake and Nicki make them rebuff. Lil Wayne the GOAT in OA, what's great? It's obvious from Nicki's words that this was more than simply an expert choice to her. She saw it as an individual assault on Wayne's inheritance and his commitments to the rap game, yet Nicki was tweeting a parcel. She was denying a youthful person of color what he legitimately put into this game just because, yet, your self-image to give some foundation. The strain between Jay-Z and Lil Wayne goes back years. However, things truly took a turn when Jay-Z attempted to sign Lil Wayne and get his mark of youthful cash. At the time, Wayne was in a predicament financially managing a huge legitimate fight with Birdman and attempting to break away from Greenback's records. Jay-Z dove in offering Wayne assistance. He with Knight helped take care of a portion of Wayne's charges, a robust bill that apparently reached millions. However, the arrangement fell through. Bam wasn't going to let Wayne, Nicki, or Drake get past him. And from that point onward, it's been reputed that Jay-Z has held a resentment life. Everything is life. It occurs for you, everything is for your most noteworthy great. Quick forward to now, and Nicki Minaj's explosion is by all accounts a direct reaction to that bombed business bargain she accepts. Jay-Z never truly let it go, and that is the reason Lil Wayne wasn't given the Super Bowl spotlight, like he was cool. He resembled that his business, that his transport. It resembled all great so well. The other part, the main other thing I would say was that tweet from Nicki Minaj's. Nicki's tirade didn't stop there. She too called Jay-Z out for taking the sack and falling in line with the FL, implying the dubious arrangement. Jay-Z hit with the lead directly following the Colonel Kevin fights. She tweeted, "One man took a knee, the other man took a sack. He is going to get you all in line each single time." She was plainly drawing a line between Jay-Z's transactions and the manner in which she felt he was controlling the account in Hip Jump, utilizing his impact to hold others under tight restraints, particularly with regards to Lil Wayne and Drake, who are both still major players in the e-business. You know Lil Wayne and kind of the things he's gotten into, the irregular things altercation with the regulation, whatever he's had over the last not many years that is, wouldn't be average of the brand of the halftime currently. We should discuss why this has become such a serious deal. Lil Wayne isn't simply any rapper. He's been a power in the music business for north of 20 years. His effect on current hip-hop is certain. He gave the world Drake and Nicki Minaj for crying without holding back. He's the sort of craftsman who's cherished by fans as well as regarded by his companions, and the Super Bowl halftime show would have been a tremendous second for him, particularly thinking about the scene now that you know how they play. You realize, all right? You understand what we gotta get the intensity off of him. Certain individuals sorted it out. Certain individuals that are in the industry understand what's happening. They get it. The 2025 Super Bowl is set to occur at the Cedar Superdome in New Orleans. Lil Wayne's old neighborhood for many, including Nicki Minaj, ought to have been Wayne's second to sparkle an opportunity to address his city on one of the greatest stages on the planet in the eyes of Nicki and numerous others, including figures like Expert P. It's not simply about music. It's tied in with respecting somebody who's accomplished such a great deal for the way of life. Ace P even stuck an open letter to the NFL. Jay-Z and the City Hall leader of New Orleans communicating his mistake. He expressed that Lil Wayne ought to basically be part of Kendrick Lamar's exhibition, if not the main event himself. We should not miss this social second in the South. He composed an opinion that's been reverberated by other industry heavyweights, who feel like this choice was a wasted opportunity. Understanding to what's continuing, so I'm hearing individuals talk, yet I don't know because I'm outwardly thoroughly searching in, and I got the vibe it's like having a donut. So what's happening behind the scenes? How could Jay-Z, somebody who's worked intimately with so many major craftsmen, apparently ignore Lil Wayne for this fantastic occasion, assuming you tune in to Nicki? Everything boils down to individual beats. She's not timid about calling out Jay-Z for clutching repressed hostilities explicitly against Wayne and Drake. Jay-Z and Drake have had a strained relationship for quite a long time, and it's no secret that the two have tossed inconspicuous. What's more, not so unobtrusive shots at one another in their music. Drake's public fight with Kendrick Lamar just adds fuel to the fire going with this Super Bowl choice. It feels much more like an essential move for Nicki and those in her camp. Birdman, the fellow benefactor of Greenbacks Records and a long-term associate with Lil Wayne, was speedy to back Nicki up. He jumped on online entertainment to communicate his disappointments too, considering what is going on and reminding everybody that Wayne, Nicki, and Drake incorporated youthful cash into a force to be reckoned with. Birdman's words might have been brief, yet they repeated an opinion that has been stewing in the business for a while. There is a developing inclination that Jay-Z and his Stone Country group are utilizing their impact to sideline certain specialists, especially the individuals who don't play the game. Obviously, Nicki Minaj has hauled Jay-Z to fill. She shoots him for being malicious and resentful regardless of Birdman's wild faithfulness to Wayne. Some insiders guarantee that Jay-Z's choice wasn't driven by any well-established spans. All reports have flowed that the decision to include Kendrick Lamar might have been founded more on business allure, and marking Kendrick's music has reliably gotten over into various business sectors, counting Popstone and even Standard Media, going with him an essential decision for an expansive occasion like the Super Bowl. This can be announced. Likewise, may I don't? I don't comprehend, and I don't have any idea what's going on yet. Things like this can be announced as smoking mirrors too now, while Wayne's fanbase is without a doubt gigantic. Kendrick's adaptability and then some ongoing diagram-besting hits could have made him the more rewarding choice for promoters and backers who bankroll the show. One more layer to consider is the continuous change in how hip jump is introduced on these enormous stages. In ongoing years, there's been an unmistakable push toward featuring specialists who offer social editorial, something Kendrick is known for. Jay-Z, through Rock Country, may have selected Kendrick as a reflection of his craving to introduce hip jump, not similarly as a kind of music, but as a stage for transformation. It's not just about who has the most hits. It's about who can address a story that reverberates with more extensive crowds, and for this situation, Kendrick's politically charged verses could have fit that bill more than Wayne's amazing yet less socially cognizant discography. Obviously, it's not just Nicki and Birdman who've shouted out. Indeed, even craftsmen like Cameron and Mace have made an appearance, calling the choice Passover. Lil Wayne, deplorable Cameron, never needed to avoid contention and ventured to say that this was Jay-Z's approach to getting recompense for old issues. And Cameron is certainly not an in that conviction numerous in the hip bounce world. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.